So 4-18 in your first year at the helm of the Brock men's basketball program, and obviously I would say expectations weren't necessarily that high, but as you were saying all year long, it was about building and getting better every day. And I think by the end of the season, we definitely saw that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and again, I think language is important, so I wouldn't say that the expectations weren't high. I think, anything personally that I'm involved in, my expectations are certainly high. I think our priorities weren't winning, so I think, that priority for this year wasn't about winning. So, I think in terms of our expectations, in terms of implementing culture, in terms of, building some academic infrastructure and so on, I think they were achieved. I think we achieved those goals, and that was our priority for this first year. And then next year is about infusing, players, and this year again building a competitive environment. I think we achieved all of those goals. So I think I met my expectations, and I think our team achieved, their expectation in terms of what we wanted to do year one. Anyone who sort of looked at a win-loss thing as our expectations, well, they weren't ours; they were somebody else's. So I think for us, we achieved what we wanted to achieve.
So you're just enduring now your first recruiting process. Obviously, you didn't get a chance to do that last year because you were hired in the summer. But what's that been like for you? And maybe you can mention a few guys that sort of you've been acquiring about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not to say this openly. I'm, the players will make me look good, right? At the end of the day, I think it's important what you know, and it's important that I get better as a coach. But I think it's equally as important to have the horses, right? I think it's important to have the student athletes that are going to add value to your program and help reinforce and build your culture. So I think our recruiting, we've had contact with, I could say, well over 100 different players this year.
Wow.
We've been in 50, 60, 70 gyms all year. I mean, we've just been, really, really made that a priority. We do have a number of players coming. We have a player, a really good combo guard from Cathedral coming, Daniel Jazowski. I think he's going to be an outstanding player in the league. We have Nolan McKenzie transferred from Lakehead, so he'll be joining us. A point guard. It was a sort of a void that we needed filled. So we have some pieces. I mean, guard play was something that we wanted to improve. I think we've done that. We've added some size, which is nice, and we'll continue to add some size. We have a 6'8" post coming from Loyalist. He's a transfer, a college graduate, so he'll be coming. Chris Offspring. So we have some pieces that I think we need to fill some voids, and we've done that. We've addressed some of the issues that we had last year in terms of rebounding, in terms of defense. We've got some really solid length at 3 spot that really allow us to defend and stretch the floor, shrink the floor defensively. So I think we're filling some voids quite nicely, and that again was one of our priorities. That was one of our objectives, and I think one of the things I think we achieved.
So how far away would you say you are from being a real contender in this league? I mean, 4 wins in your first season, but you could sort of start to feel things going right now. Are you 3 to 5 years away, or could this be a team that can really go a long way next season already?
I mean, we're not done our recruiting, so if we get the pieces that we like and that we want, I don't know anyone could say this, but we're really close to a couple athletes that I think if we could get them, I think our building process just got sped up. But again, certainly not in a rush. But being a competitive person, you want to, do all the things that give your program the best opportunity to move forward and advance, right? So certainly, 3 to 5 years is a goal of mine, and that's what I'd like to see. I mean, if we're 4-18 in 5 years, then I'm not doing my job, to be completely honest. So, I have to make sure I get out and attract athletes, attract good student athletes that want to be a part of our program and want to help us build, and make sure that they're the right individuals to build with. In a sense, you're coach and GM, and you play a bunch of different roles. But I think that's important. I think that's part of what it is here, and there certainly is that expectation that I put on myself to build this program and to build it, within a reasonable time frame. And I think 3 to 5 years is that time frame.
Danny Algotti, 19.5 points per game, 10.4 rebounds per game, 12 double-doubles on the season, and he was, of course, honored for all these accomplishments this year. He was named the OUA West Rookie of the Season. He
He was also selected to the OUA West second All-Star team, and he was in the OUA All-Rookie team.
Pretty impressive numbers for a rookie. And of course, is this a guy that you would now say that is going to be the cornerstone piece that you're going to be building around?
Absolutely. And we missed when he was the CIS All-Rookie team as well. So, yeah, I mean, just an incredible year for Danny. I mean, he really sort of exemplifies what we want to build here. You know, we were fortunate to get him late. I believe everything happens for a reason, so it was meant to be, and he just has been everything we needed him to be this year and more. So certainly a guy that, you know, we want to build around. You know, as we recruit, he's certainly a piece that we use, because who would not want to play with you know, an athlete with his potential?
No question.
So I think he's going to make guys around him better. I think he did. And he'll continue to grow. I mean, the thing that's most promising, I think, as a coach, is that he's only in his first year. So he has a long way to go to really be sort of the elite player, but certainly had a good start. So, you know, we're really excited about what's coming for Danny, and I think he's had a great year and earned everything that he's got.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure working with you all year.
Absolutely,
and,
you guys have been fantastic.
We've loved everything you're doing and the direction you're taking this basketball program, and we can't wait for next season.
Looking forward to it. Thank you.